those awkward pauses talk amongst yourselves.
You better watch where you're walking. You better stay alert now, child. There's monsters around who want you in the ground, just like a dead man should. And I'm at war with the living. I'm the walking dead. I'm a pirate ship just hiding in your mist, just like a dead man should.
Welcome to Hangman Radio, where we recreate the magic of Radio Noir. Live from the shores of Lake Michigan at the historic Shaker Cigar Bar in downtown Milwaukee, a mere 90 miles from Chicago and light years from mediocrity, comes this most recent iteration of classic radio drama, The Red Suspenders, a Valentine's Day tale of desperation and the folly of unrequited love. Tonight's original production is based upon highly embellished events in Milwaukee's past. Imagine, if you will, a time before automobiles. A simple time when a good beer was almost all the satisfaction a man could hope for. That and some spare change for the brothels. Breweries like Schlitz and later Sprecher would place Milwaukee squarely on the map as the epicenter of sudsy perfection. Schlitz, then the largest brewery in the world, the beer that made Milwaukee famous, was about to make a loser out of Herb Johnson. All that great beer moving around the globe was shipped in barrels made in cooperages. Our story begins in just such a cooperage.
What do you think you're doing, Johnson? There's a knot in that misshapen piece of oak. No, this is not fit for a barrel. It's barely fit to be burnt in a kiln.
What difference does it make? Herb Johnson makes barrels that hold alcohol about as well as a schoolgirl on her first nip of rum.
Well, this is a fine piece of wood. Oak is a good wood. A good wood for strong barrels.
Oh, of course it is. The right piece of oak in the hands of a craftsman could be a masterpiece. It could be a perfect, airtight vessel. Problem is, you're no craftsman, Johnson. You're the boss's sorry excuse for a nephew. Lucky you. Now, why don't you make yourself useful and hand me that hoop over there?
Well, I'll hand you this hoop, all right. Just watch me. Whoa!
Since you're face down on a pile of them, Herb, could you hand me one of those hoops, too?
Thank you, Johnson. See, Joe? He's like an obedient hound. At least he's got that going for him.
For Pete's sake, Herb, are you gonna give me that quarter hoop or make love to the thing?
Ooh, if he makes love like he makes barrels, his girl would be bent over sideways and leaking like crazy. Not in a good way.
Yeah, not in a good way. Wait, what do you mean? I mean, is there a good way?
Wait, it doesn't matter. Look, Herb Johnson could never get a girl, but he's never even touched one beside his mother.
That's not true. I mean, well, that's not true. I'll have you know that I have never touched my mother in my life. She died giving birth to me. So there.
That's not better.
Sorry.
Well,
wow.
All right.
That's sad.
Just never mind that. I will also have you know that Herb Johnson does have a girl. In fact, I am engaged to be married to the most beautiful and elegant girl in this city.
All right, Herb.
That's enough. Let's just get back to work.
You don't believe me?
Not really.
No.
Well, I do have a girl. She has silky golden hair and legs up to her shoulders, and all of her holes are perfectly aligned.
Whoa. Then why haven't we even seen her, Johnson?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't dream of bringing a lady of her beauty and breathtaking loveliness into this dingy old cooperage. That's why.
You think?
No.
Well, yeah, I'll show you two. I'll show you that I can get a girl. The most beautiful and lovely girl in the whole world will be here. I'll bring her right to this cooperage. That
Herb!
is... What?
I need to see you in my office.
Oh, you're so lucky that my uncle is calling me because I was just about to teach you both a lesson about... Okay. Coming. Good day, you two.
Hey, watch out for the...
Who put these hoops here? I will be speaking to my uncle about this.
Who is it?
It's me, Herb.
Come in, my boy. Please, have a seat, son. Fine. I'd like to congratulate you on the superb job you've been doing on the line. Your finely crafted barrels have been an asset to the company and a tremendous source of personal pride to me.
Thank you, Uncle.
Seriously, I'd like to get your insight into the other Coopers working on the line with you. I'd want to make sure that you're not carrying too much of the burden here. Is everyone's work satisfactory to you?
Well, since you've asked, Uncle, and truly I hate to be a bother with this, but some of the men on the line are mean to me.
Mean to you, my boy? Well, that simply won't be tolerated here. You're far too valuable an employee.
I thought you might feel that way.
Please, give me a name of any employees of this cooperage who have dared to be mean to you. I will have them fired at once and evicted from their homes. I'm not certain that execution would be entirely out of the question.
Well, whatever you think is best, Uncle. I really don't want to be a burden at all.
Who's there?
It's me, Herb.
No, for the love of Pete, get in here. What took you so long? You weren't standing around slack-jawed and staring again, were you?
I'm sorry, Uncle. It's just that, actually, I meant to bring to your attention this afternoon that you see, there's a problem with hoop placement on the...
Never mind that, Herb. Tell me, what the hell is this?
It's a hibiscus, I think, an annual flowering plant indigenous to the tropical...
No, not the plant, you great blundering ass.
What? Oh.
That unfortunate abomination holding it up.
That?
You call that a barrel?
Oh, yeah.
And who, pray tell, created this mass of oak and steel banding?
Well, there are 10 men on the floor of this particular cooperage, including me, so the odds are
Odds are nothing!
Uh.
The only person that can't make anything worth selling here is you, Herb. You! What am I supposed to do with you?
I can try to do better.
You can't do better. You've tried since you were a boy to teach you the business, and you just don't get it. You're no craftsman, Herb.
Well, I'm trying to be a craftsman.
No, beer is what we're known for in this town, and that famous beer has to travel around in something solid, Herb. There are over 65 cooperages in Milwaukee alone, and I'm the only one stupid enough to hire you. Oh, if you weren't my sister's son.
Well, I hate the guys I work with.
Oh, yeah, they hate you more.
Well, yeah, but they really do great work, and I appreciate that.
Ah, my boy, that's the most insightful thing I've heard out of you.
Thank you.
All right, you're in charge.
What?
No, just what I said. You're in charge. From now on, you don't make barrels. You answer to me. Got it?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Uncle.
No, don't make me regret this.
Thank you.
Now get out of my office.
Thank you.
And for the love of God, stop bowing.
Yeah.
You look like an ass.
Sorry. Well, this is it. This is my chance to be a new man. Okay, first off, I'll need a whole new wardrobe. That'll show those idiots once and for all that Herb Johnson is not a man to be trifled with. I am the manager, and by golly, I will look like a manager.
Welcome to the exclusive clothier shop for extraordinarily important gentlemen. How can we help you, Mr. Johnson?
Well, I will be needing a new suit of clothes for my extraordinarily important position as upper management in my uncle's cooperage.
Ooh, that does sound extraordinarily important.
Yes, I know.
Of course. We can have an array of fashionable clothes befitting a man of your power and influence ready momentarily, Mr. Johnson.
In the meantime, please enjoy this platter of exotic fruits and cheeses that we reserve for only our most extraordinarily important customers.
Don't mind if I do.
Champagne?
I never cared for it.
Oh, my apologies, sir. We will have her fired immediately if the champagne offended you.
Oh, that won't be necessary. Bring me a beer and a top hat. I think a top hat would accentuate my features.
It's hard to imagine something that wouldn't, Mr. Johnson. What kind of beer would you prefer?
Well, obviously, I only drink the smoothest and most flavorful of beer. Bring me a handcrafted beer from Sprecher Brewing Company, the European-style microbrewery in Glendale, Wisconsin.
A sensible and delicious choice, Mr. Johnson. We have a fine selection of Sprecher beers right here at this shop.
May I pour you a brilliant black Bavarian? It's a delectable, robust brew with a very fluffy head.
It's hard to imagine anything better or fluffier.
Cheers!
Oh, right over here.
Now let's see. The men's department looks as if it's this way. Oh, no!
Well then, watch where you're going, mister.
Really, madam, do you know whom you are addressing so disrespectfully?
Yeah, I do. I'm addressing the oaf who trampled my feet and nearly knocked my new hat clear off my head. So next time, watch where you're going.
Watch where I'm going? Well, why don't you just watch...
Excuse me, sir, madam. I'm the manager here at Gimbel's department store. Is there some way that I can help you? Well, we don't want to cause a scene here, do we?
Ah, the manager. Excellent. Finally, a person with whom I can speak on the same level. You see, sir, I, too, am a manager.
How terribly nice for you.
Yes, I know. I don't want to embarrass the lady, but she was being quite rude to me.
I was being rude.
She obviously didn't realize whom she was speaking to. I am in upper management at the city's most prominent cooperage. You understand?
Oh, I think I do, sir.
I am a paying customer here, same as him, and I'll thank this fine gentleman to not trample me like some sort of wild stampeding animal. I don't care if he's Joseph Schlitz his own self.
Of course, madam. I'm sure the gentleman will apologize for his misstep.
Apologize? Why should I apologize? I am an authority figure.
Perhaps they do things a bit differently at the Milwaukee Street Cooperage.
Ha! I would never work at that cooperage with their reputation for shoddy workmanship.
My apologies, sir. Schmidt-Bauer Cooperage, then. That is certainly very well respected.
And overpriced, and definitely not where I'm employed.
Eichmann?
No, not that one.
Fuchs?
An insult to the trade.
My husband works at Fuchs Cooperage.
And I'm sorry.
I can't think of any more. Oh, River Cooperage and Barber Shop, perhaps.
No.
All right. My point, sir, is that here at Gimbel's, we treat ladies with courtesy.
Well, when I happen to find a lady, I will keep that in mind. I'm not saying another word to this whale. You're lucky she isn't causing shipwrecks all over the place with those oversized frigates she calls feet.
Gott in Himmel.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
No need. I was going to purchase some clothing from this pathetic establishment, but I have decided better of it. Good day. What a horrid place. I can't imagine that Gimbel's department store will be around for very long if this is how they intend to treat their customers. No matter at all. There is more than one place to get a suit of clothes in this city. I will find a quality establishment that understands exactly who they are dealing with here. No. Nothing. Is that a shop for ladies? No, thank you. Oh, hello. What have we here? Now, this is an outfit. Crisp white shirt, smart gray trousers, and a jaunty gray bow tie. Hell, yes, I like it. I'll have the white shirt and gray pants and the bow tie from the window.
Good evening. Forgive me, but are you asking for the very shirt, pants, and bow tie that are right now in the window?
I believe I had made myself clear, miss.
My name is Sophia Sharnoff.
Fine, Miss Sharnoff. I will not tolerate any disrespect or I will take my business elsewhere. Do you understand?
Of course.
And don't think that you can distract me with your silky golden hair and striking blue eyes.
That was not my intention, sir.
I certainly hope not, because porcelain skin and perfectly formed lips have no effect on me either.
Just as I would expect. Sir, the shirt and pants in the window would not fit your stature. You are so long.
Tall.
Yes, tall. Please forgive my English, Mr.
Johnson. Herb Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, we would have to find these clothes in your size and then tailor them to fit.
Oh, no. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. You are merely suggesting that I have them tailored to get me to spend more money.
But this is a tailor's shop, Mr. Johnson. My father, he is the tailor.
Hello.
You see, the clothes in the window are meant just as display to decorate the shop. My father could certainly make a fine white shirt for you, Mr. Johnson, and the pants, those he could do also. If you like the bow tie, that should fit you just fine, in my opinion, but I'll just take a few measurements, all right?
I did not ask your opinion, young woman.
Sophia Sharnoff.
You, sir, with the pins. I'll have the shirt and pants and tie.
Yeah, I'm afraid my daughter, she's right. Selling a shirt is not my business. Perhaps I can find you something nice and get it tailored yet this evening.
Now, stop measuring me, young woman. Miss Sharnoff, I just want to buy the clothes that are in the window. I like the clothes that are in the window. I need the clothes that are in the window.
Why? Why do you need those clothes so fast right now, tonight?
That's none of your business.
I disagree. These clothes are very much my business, Mr. Johnson. So tell me why you need them.
If you must know, Miss...
Sharnoff.
Yes. I've just been promoted. I am the new manager of my uncle's cooperage.
Your uncle put you in charge?
Yes. No. No, my uncle's cooperage is the wrong way to say that. I've transcended in the world due to my own merits.
So you have. And you cannot be manager in the clothes you are right now wearing?
When I arrive at the cooperage tomorrow morning, I have to show the men somehow that I am not the same Herb Johnson that they have made a mockery of. I am an authority figure. I need to be dressed as an authority figure.
I disagree.
But the customer is always right.
Yeah, that doesn't really happen around here.
Mr. Johnson, if he put you in charge, it must mean that he trusts you. He already thinks you are this authority figure, right, Papa?
Oh, you leave me out of it. Just call me if you need to stick a pin in something, Sophia.
All you need is confidence, Mr. Johnson. Be complimentary but firm. And if you insist, I will wrap up these clothes for you, Mr. Johnson, all right?
I do insist.
They will not fit you.
I will manage.
Yes, I believe you will.
Now, you can send the bill here.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Johnson. And good luck.
Thank you, Miss Sharnoff. Complimentary, but firm. Complimentary, but firm. Interesting. Now, I can do that. All right, men. I am here to assess your performance. Please prepare your work for inspection.
Why, certainly, Johnson. I'd be happy to prepare my work for inspection. Why don't you come over here and inspect my big, hairy...
I shall be complimentary, but firm with you, Cooper. Excellent use of the oak, but if you cannot keep your lewd comments to yourself during working hours, I shall be forced to report you to my uncle.
Oh, you're going to run and tell your uncle, are you? Go ahead and tell your uncle. Did you hear that, boys? Johnson here is going to run off and tell his uncle that I was a very bad boy.
No. That is definitely not going to work. I have to remember not to mention my uncle when addressing subordinates at the cooperage. You there!
You talking to me, Johnson?
As a matter of fact, I am. Why are you leaning on that barrel?
I wanted to see if it would hold me up. Yep. Seems to be working. You want to make something out of it, Johnson?
I shall be complimentary, but firm with you. Excellent use of the oak, but if you value your position here, you will not take another unscheduled break from the line. Am I understood?
Oh, I understand, Johnson. And if you value your position, as in standing upright on two good legs, I would start running right about now. Otherwise, your next position is going to be face first in this barrel.
Perhaps I'm not being firm enough. Men, I expect production in this cooperage to be efficient at all times. If I see anyone falling behind, there will be consequences. Am I understood?
What are you going on about, Johnson? We're all working as fast as we can.
Are you? I shall be complimentary but firm with you. Excellent use of the oak, but if you don't strap that plank into position faster, I shall flog you with it. Oh dear, I might as well get some sleep. Tomorrow is coming, whether I'm ready for it or not.
Oh, take it over there.
All right, hand me that hoop. Pound it in.
Need another one.
Hey, whoa. You fellas see Johnson walking around the factory? With his hands clasped behind his back, high-stepping like he's the biggest toad in the puddle.
I sure did. That loon had to be here half an hour before the rest of us. He's been eyeballing everybody's workstations and muttering to himself about excessive dust or some nonsense.
You figure he's finally come off his rocker?
Yeah, that or he's had his nose in the sauce bright and early this morning. Dash it all. He's coming over here with that horrible grimace on his face.
No, Joe. I think he thinks he's smiling.
Yeah, that sure gives me the willies.
Good morning, Joe.
My name is Jim, you louse.
My apologies again, Joe. My name is Herb Johnson. You might remember me from when I used to work the line at this cooperage.
Yeah, I do, Herb. That was yesterday.
Wait. What do you mean, used to work the line, Johnson? Did your uncle finally get the good sense to get rid of you and send you packing?
No, he promoted me. I'll be overseeing things as of today. We can share more pleasantries after your shift, but right now, the company needs you to get to work, Joe.
Jim?
Yes?
Stupid, crooked bow tie.
Yeah, I wonder if Schmidt-Bauer is hiring.
Look at him. He's introducing himself to old Willie the janitor now. Old Willie has worked at this cooperage since that idiot was a snot-nosed schoolboy, pushing a broom right along beside him. This can't be serious.
Hey, fellas. Did you see that notice? It was posted outside this morning.
Wait, let me see that. Good morning, men. I have promoted Herb Johnson to oversee the operation. If I hear one word against my decision, your pay shall be cut in half each time you speak up until you and your family are on the brink of starvation. And contrary to any rumors, there are no other cooperages hiring at this time. Have a nice day, the management.
That seems a bit harsh.
Well, I don't care what it costs me. I'm not taking orders from that high-walking ass who wouldn't know his head hoop from a bunghole.
I heard that, Joe. You can expect today's pay to be docked by half.
Hey, I didn't say that. I'm Joe.
Wait a minute. I got an idea, boys. Johnson, Mr. Johnson, may I have a word with you?
I'm afraid that I'm rather busy at the moment. I might be able to schedule you in at the end of the day.
This'll only take a moment, sir.
All right.
The boys and I have been talking, Mr. Johnson. Mm-hmm. We feel it's time we extended an olive branch. We've had our fun at your expense, sure, but given your newly appointed position, it's time to show you the respect you deserve. Don't you agree, boys?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We've decided you deserve a small celebration in honor of your well-deserved promotion.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I have to admit, this is quite unexpected.
It'll be our pleasure.
Well, I'll just have to check my social calendar for any previous engagements. When were you planning this little soiree?
Well, how about tonight? Right after quitting time. We wouldn't want to take up company time now, would we?
Whoa! Right you are. Well, I don't see why not. Tonight it is.
All right. Then one more thing, Mr. Johnson. We'd very much appreciate it if you would invite that charming fiancée of yours. We couldn't possibly celebrate your good fortune without the little wife-to-be. Right, boys?
Now, wait, did you say tonight? I am terribly sorry, but I forgot that I have a dinner engagement already planned. Oh, silly me. I don't think we will be able to make it tonight. Another time, perhaps, another time. Please.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Sunday then? My missus would be delighted to have such fine company. Surely the two of you could join us for a Sunday dinner.
Well, that's very kind of you, but upon further consideration, I don't think it would be appropriate for someone in upper management to be fraternizing with the men on the line. I'm afraid that I'll have to decline. Good day.
See? I knew it. The lousy liar was all talk. He hasn't got any fiancée. I'll bet I'm dead to rights that Herb Johnson couldn't get a woman without paying her first.
That's a good one, Jim.
Lying about being engaged. Pretty pathetic if you ask me.
What woman in her right mind would send him out of the house looking like that anyway? Your shirt barely touches the top of your trousers, Johnson. Haven't you noticed the breeze?
Now wait a minute. You just wait one moment. I do so have a fiancé, and I will prove it to you. It just so happens that my plans for the evening can be easily changed. I will be here for your little party with my beautiful and charming fiancée on my arm, and you will see who has the last laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Sure you will, Herb.
There isn't going to be any woman that would be caught dead arriving on your arm.
Yeah, just forget about it, Herb.
But you said you wanted to celebrate my promotion. You said you would show me the respect that I deserve.
Why don't you go celebrate with your uncle? Come on. We might as well get to work, boys.
But apparently a fancy new wardrobe was not the answer I was hoping it would be. I have to prove my prowess with the fairer sex. Joe or Jim, whatever his guy's name was, he was right. The only way I could get a woman is to pay her. That's just what I'll do. I'll pay the most beautiful woman I can find to march right up to Joe or Jim, whichever one, and she'll say that I, Herb Johnson, am more man than she could have ever dreamed of.
Welcome to the exclusive brothel for extraordinarily important gentlemen. How can we help you, Mr. Johnson?
I will be needing a lady to accompany me to an extraordinarily important celebration in my honor this evening.
Ooh, that does sound extraordinarily important.
Yes, I know.
Of course. We can have an array of beautiful and elegant ladies befitting a man of your obvious animal magnetism ready momentarily, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
You'll just need to select the hair color and leg length you find most appealing.
In the meantime, please enjoy this platter of exotic fruits and cheeses that we reserve only for our most extraordinarily important customers.
Don't mind if I do.
Come on, boys, that's lunch.
Just enough time to make it to the river street and find my girl.
I got it. No, just steal me out of this hand. I don't know why the servants didn't get it. I'm answering the door. I said I'm answering the door. Hello. Oh, my. You must have gotten dressed in the dark this morning. Oh, come on in, honey.
Good afternoon, madam.
Oh, right. That's nice. You're up, Agnes. You can just wait here. You want me to take your coat?
Thank you. I prefer to leave it on.
Whatever you like, honey. I've seen it all. Just stay here. Agnes will just be a moment. All right, I'm back. Yeah, deal me in. I don't know, just some lecture from the factories, I guess. She tried to dress up all gentleman-like.
Good afternoon, madam.
$2 up front. $1.50 if you leave the coat on and don't talk too much.
Oh, no. There's been some sort of mistake. I'm not here to, you see, I'm looking for a very particular girl. Not for that. I just want her to help me play a bit of a trick on some of my colleagues. It's a funny thing, actually, a funny story that...
$2 up front.
It's just that I'm looking for a girl with silky golden hair, and yours is... what color would you call that exactly? Maybe rusty gray?
So keep your eyes closed. Voila, I'm blonde.
I'm sorry. Is there anyone else that could help me? I'm looking for a very attractive young woman, preferably with all of her teeth. Blonde hair, blue eyes, educated, well-mannered, no TB. You know, a proper match for someone in upper management.
You and every other sucker that walks through that door, mister. This is what you got. $2. If you're a good boy, maybe I'll let you take that coat off.
Listen, lady, I'm sure you're perfectly good at whatever it is you do. And those undergarments you are wearing certainly appear sturdy. But I need a woman who can pose as my very elegant fiancée at a party tonight. I need her to convince the disrespectful slobs who work for me that she is utterly and hopelessly in love with me.
Where is this party tonight?
Well, it's at the address on this card. But they have to believe that you and I...
$5 up front.
Oh.
No touching. And there better be dessert.
Okay, let's see here. 3, 4, 5. Now, 6 o'clock sharp. And could you wear something a little less... that?
Been a pleasure doing business with you, mister.
I did it. They will have no choice but to believe me now. Herb Johnson will truly be a new man.
What happened to the old Herb Johnson?
Whoa, Miss Sharnoff, I didn't see you there.
What are you doing here, Mr. Johnson?
Me? Oh, nothing. I'm doing... wait, I'm not doing anything. Why? What are you doing here?
You are standing in front of my shop.
I am? Oh, yes, I am.
You see, Papa asked me to come out here and make sure you are all right. You were talking to yourself, Mr. Johnson.
Oh.
Hello.
Yes, well, as you can see, I'm perfectly all right.
The clothes, you are unhappy with them? Perhaps you have come back to get them tailored to fit you.
Oh, there you go again, trying to charge me extra. The clothes are just fine, thank you.
The bow tie, it's crooked. Here, hold still, let me tie it for you.
No, I don't need any...
It will only take a moment. There. That's much better. Now you look quite handsome. Well, except for the trousers. Oh, the waist should be right about, here, I think.
Thank you. Miss Sharnoff, please don't tug on my trousers.
Oh, you remembered my name today.
I suppose I did.
That's good. You're learning already.
Learning what?
How to talk to people. If you are manager at the factory, you must know everyone who works for you, yes? Well, they will not trust you if you are not calling them all the time by their names.
That's ridiculous. What on earth could you possibly know about being in charge?
Who do you think runs this shop for my father?
But you're a woman.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'll have to go tell Papa. I hope he's not too disappointed.
I just meant that women...
No, I know what you meant. My father and I came to this country from St. Petersburg, Mr. Johnson. But my family has been respected throughout the Russian Empire for generations.
Respected? But you're just a seamstress.
Oh, yes. I hadn't noticed that either. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Now, it was vodka that made us famous. My family had the great honor of making vodka for the Tsar himself.
Vodka?
Not just any vodka, Mr. Johnson. It is known as Russian Standard Vodka. Ultra clean, smooth, and delicious Russian Standard Vodka.
Oh, my.
My father was convinced that we would become famous if we just brought our vodka, made with Russian winter wheat and pure glacial water, here to America. So together, we opened this shop.
Well, Sharnoff's Fine Alterations and Russia Vodka Room. I didn't notice that yesterday.
Many people don't. So far, we are mostly sewing. But there will come a time when the finest purveyors in this city and all over the world will serve Russian Standard Vodka to their most extraordinarily important customers.
I like the sound of that. I'll take 2 bottles.
What?
2 bottles of your vodka. The men at the cooperage are having a celebration in honor of my promotion, and it would be good form to bring something along, wouldn't it? Have 2 bottles of Russian standard vodka delivered immediately to the address I give you.
Of course. I would be delighted. You don't know what this means to my father and I. Oh, thank you, Mr. Johnson. Thank you.
Well, yes. Well, just see that the bottles arrive promptly. Good day, Miss Sharnoff. Just enough time to get back to the cooperage and prepare for my little charade. Everything is falling into place perfectly. I can't help but smile. Good afternoon, madam. Lovely baby.
Over here, guys.
I got the bunghole lined up.
Lift it up.
All right, don't look now, but His Royal Highness is back.
Yep, he certainly does look proud of himself.
It has come to my attention that your workstations are filthy, men. You will all be required to arrive here 30 minutes before your scheduled time tomorrow to clean them. That is all. It's so hard to keep my mind on barrels knowing that I am so close to vindication. When they see my charming and beautiful fiancée Agnes, I will finally get the respect I deserve. I can picture it now. And another thing, Joe. If you swing the hammer with an outward motion, you will achieve a far better efficient blow, you see?
Why, yes, I do. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
You're welcome.
I can't believe I've been swinging a hammer incorrectly all these years.
Don't mention it, Joe. That's what I'm here for. It's nearly quitting time. Why don't you boys get cleaned up for the night?
Yoo-hoo, darling, I'm here.
Well, there you are, my precious flower, but you're early. The men are still cleaning up from a hard day's work.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my darling. I just couldn't wait another moment to see you. I was with my extraordinarily wealthy father making plans to build a hospital for poor, sick orphans when I simply had to rush over here. The only thing that could warm my heart more than helping poor, sick orphans is my beloved fiancé, Herb.
Oh, please, dear, not in front of my men. I apologize, gentlemen. She simply can't resist my devilish charms. Please, allow me to introduce my fiancée, Miss Agnes Soakwood-son.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
A real pleasure to meet you, Miss Soakwood, son.
I do hope that all of you can attend our lavish wedding ceremony this spring. As you can imagine, I'm simply counting the minutes until this devastatingly attractive man takes me in holy matrimony and makes me his wife.
No, please, behave yourself, my darling, please. Well, boys, as you can see, my fiancé is quite real and obviously very much in love with me, so if you'll excuse me...
Mr. Johnson?
Yeah! What? Oh, Miss Sharnoff, how do you keep sneaking up on me like that?
Well, it's not difficult. You seem to be quite often standing there talking to yourself. Were you also kissing the back of your hand just then?
No! Was I kissing? Oh, no, of course not.
I have the bottles of vodka you asked for.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to make the delivery yourself.
We are a small operation at the moment, Mr. Johnson. Besides, I wanted to see where you work. This is your barrel factory?
Well, my uncle's cooperage, yes.
Dusty, a bit rough, but nice underneath. I can tell.
Well, thank you, Miss Sharnoff. But I'm afraid you will have to leave. I can't have young women just coming and going during the workday. You understand? Some of the men here
I
are...
think I can handle the men here.
But Miss Sharnoff...
Well, what do we have here? Looks like Johnson was telling the truth after all.
Why, she's a proper bit of frock, isn't she, Herb?
So this is Herb Johnson's fiancée? I can't believe she has all her teeth.
The fiancé?
Fiancé? You're engaged to be married, Mr. Johnson?
No. I mean, yes, I am, but this is not she.
Oh.
My fiancée will be here later. This is just some seamstress. She is on her way out.
Yes. Yes, I was just on my way out. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your bill, Mr. Johnson. I'll just have it sent over. I'm very sorry to have bothered you.
That girl is half off her nut.
There is no way that jammy bit of jam is sniffing around Herb unless she's a regular nut.
And how?
Now, what are you talking about? She isn't interested in me.
Lord knows why, Herb, but that girl was blushing like a schoolgirl when she found out you were engaged to somebody else.
Oh, right. Your fiancé.
What an idiot. We all know you don't have a fiancé.
But I do have a fiancée, I do. And she's coming here tonight for the party, and she has a wealthy father and a hospital for sick orphans, and she wants to be taken to in holy matrimony by me. And you'll just see. You'll see when she gets here at the party.
God, it's not even fun anymore.
This is just really depressing to me.
Well, at least the stupid bow tie looks a little better.
There's not going to be any party, Johnson. We made it up to catch you in your stupid lie.
Hey, it's quitting time. Come on, boys. Let's go home.
Wait, she's coming here right now. She's really coming. Just wait and you'll see.
You should have gone after that girl when you had the chance, Herb.
Come on, I gotta get my stuff. Let's go.
Oh, that didn't quite go as I had hoped.
Hey, Herb, there's a sweet little filly here to see you. Quite a looker, if you ask me. Should I let her in?
Miss Sharnoff, she came back. Yes, Willie, let her in right away.
My dear sweet love, it is I, your betrothed. This is the party.
Oh, it's you. There isn't going to be any party.
Figures! I get all dressed up. These are my best feather boas. I just had them fluffed.
I have to go.
Oh, whatever you want, honey. It's your dime. Hey, you want me to stay here then? Huh, how do you like that? Huh. Russian Standard Vodka. Don't mind if I do.
Miss Sharnoff, Sophia, are you there?
Whoever you are, the shop is closed. Come back in the morning.
Please, sir, open the door. I have to see your daughter.
Sophia? What do you want with her? No, never mind. I don't want to be hearing that. Anyway, she's not here.
Do you know where she is?
Could be that I know. Could be that I don't. I think she said something about a barrel factory. It might have been barrels. I'm old, who knows?
Barrels. She went to the cooperage. Thank you, Mr. Sharnoff. Thank you very much.
Such a weird young man. Always in a rush. I don't understand young people. The coming, the going.
That's strange. The lights are burning inside the cooperage. Who would still be working at this time of the night?
Mr. Johnson.
But Sophia.
Oh, I did not expect to see you again. I came here to leave something for you.
Oh, my bill. Yes, I understand. But there's something that I have to tell you.
Your bill, yes. But also, I wanted to give you this. Congratulations on your impending marriage, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, what is this?
Open it.
Suspenders?
Yes. If you will not let my father tailor your new clothes, the suspenders will at least be helping to keep everything in place. I could not bear to let you walk around with your trousers just falling down like that.
Red suspenders?
For confidence, Mr. Johnson, so that you will always remember who is in charge. Also, I think the red will look very nice with your gray bow tie, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I don't know what to say.
No need to say anything. Oh, one more thing. Here is your bill.
You didn't charge me for the red suspenders.
Of course not. They are a gift. Goodbye, Mr. Johnson, and good luck.
Wait, Miss Sharnoff, I do know what to say. I am not getting married. I'm not engaged. I never was engaged. I made it up because, well, It doesn't matter why, but the point
No,
is...
I disagree. I think it matters very much why a person would invent a fiancé.
I was a fool, Miss Sharnoff. Sophia, that is why. Could you ever forgive me?
Well, that's a rather vague explanation, Mr. Johnson. I
Please,
really don't...
call me Herb.
Herb, listen, why don't you put on the suspenders now, all right? It's very distracting standing here. Your pants are threatening to fall down at any moment.
Yeah, all right. No.
Did you hear that?
It's coming from inside. Now, what is the meaning of this?
Well, hello there, honey. I didn't think you were coming back.
Hope you don't mind, Herb. I'm fixing to take this little filly out for some pie after this here poker game.
Yeah, I thought there would be dessert. Didn't I, lover?
You sure did, Miss Agnes.
Is my uncle aware that you are using this place of business as a den of vice and debauchery?
There's no need to overreact, Johnson. It's just a friendly little poker game.
And to be fair, you were the one who invited a prostitute. I mean, no offense, Agnes.
Oh, none taken, honey. Hey, who wants a cocktail?
Wait, a prostitute? Herb Johnson, you are either a fool or completely out of your mind.
Sophia, please, wait. I can explain everything.
No, I do not wish to ever see you again.
No.
Whew. Women. Well, we were just about to be on our way, Johnson, so if you don't mind, I'll just gather up my winnings
Don't
and...
move, Jim.
Well, look at that. You finally got my name right.
This is a matter for the police. You're all trespassing on company property, and I shall have you all arrested.
Now, don't be hasty, Herb. We're all friends here, aren't we?
We are not friends. I am your manager. My uncle will be hearing about this in the morning, but you may all consider yourselves fired as of now.
You can't do that, Johnson.
Now, you just stay back. You don't scare me.
Have a heart, Herb. I got hungry mouths to feed at home.
Now, you left me no choice, Joe. Don't come any closer. You too, old Willie.
But I've been working at this factory for 40 years, Herb. I can't get another job. Who would hire an old blind man?
I have a responsibility to this company.
You're gonna need to be reasonable, Johnson.
Just stop right there. I am in charge here.
Watch out for the hoops on the floor, Johnson.
Oh, man, that had hurt. Probably knocked the wind out of him. Face first in a pile of sawdust, too.
Hey, isn't that your workstation, Johnson? It's filthy. You will be required to arrive 30 minutes before your scheduled time tomorrow to clean it up.
Can't breathe.
I think he's stuck.
That's those stupid red suspenders he's wearing. They're caught on the plank sticking out of that strange-looking barrel. I don't think he can get up.
I told him that piece of oak wasn't fit for a barrel. Splintered as soon as the idiot fell on it.
Hey, his face is turning blue. You think he's dying?
Suppose he is. What an ass. Come on, guys. Let's get a Sprecher beer.
Yeah.
How could it have ended this way? Where did it all go wrong? It seems 100 years, though it was only yesterday. I wish we could have gotten along.
I wish we could have gotten along. Words that cut to the core. It seems 100 years, though it was only yesterday. I wish we could have known each other more.
I've known you for years and your face rings a bell. But what's in the name? I can't remember that well. My memory, my actions, they leave me in shame. My companion, my friend, please tell me your name. How could it have ended this way? Where did it all go wrong? It seems 100 years, though it was only yesterday. I wish that we had gotten along. How could it have ended this way? Where did it all go wrong? It seems 100 years, though it was only yesterday. I wish we could have gotten along. I wish we could have gotten along. Were they cut to the core? It seems 100 years, though it was only yesterday. I wish we could have known each other more. I've known you for years and your face rings a bell. But what's in a name? I can't remember that well. My memory, my actions, they leave me in shame. My companion, my friend, please tell me your name. How could it have ended this way? Words are on the table. Where did it all go wrong? Sing along. It seems 100 years, though it was only yesterday. I wish that we had gotten along. Thank you.
The Red Suspenders, starring the 1894 Players Ensemble, Sarah Locke, Mary DiBattista, Jim Ozarski, Mark Salentine, Andrew Spatafora, Professor Pinkerton. I, of course, am Robert Weiss. This is based on a story by Amanda Morden, the original song by Amanda Morden, the radio play by Sarah Locke, produced by Hangman Radio. Our sound technician tonight is Joe Hardkey from Mad Manor Studios in Madison. Our Foley technician is Michelle Ozarski. A whopping thank you to Shaker Cigar Bar in Milwaukee for hosting us. And a huge thank you to the Shaker's House Band, Sir Pinkerton and the Magnificents. The Magnificents can be seen and heard the first Friday of each month at the Miramar Theater, performing in the Dead Man's Carnival. Thank you, and a happy Valentine's to all.
Happy Valentine's Day.